This is Finland. And here, driving flat out on the loose is in the DNA.
Niklas Gronholm makes a great start. Absolute drama. Gronholm takes victory.
To win in the country of 1,000 lakes, you don't need to be a Finn, but you're going to have to drive like one. It's finals day at the Kumi Ring in Finland. We're here for round 4 of the FIA World Rallycross Championship, the European Rallycross Championship for RX1 and also for RX3 as well. It's a beautiful day right now. It's a little bit chilly. The coats are on. The clouds might be coming this afternoon. We might have a bit of rain by the time we get to the semis and the finals, but we don't mind either way. It's going to be fantastic. My name's Andrew Coley. This is Timo Scheider.
Good morning.
Morning, mate. Good day yesterday, I think.
Good day, good rest tonight. All good, all set for today.
Yeah, well, we were very sensible last night and we're looking forward to it. I spent a bit of time in Rennie Munich, where I spent a bit of time with the TV guys, and we're getting ourselves ready for today's action on this incredible circuit. Very, very long start straight. Turn 1, we saw some great passing down there, or attempts yesterday. Some came off, some didn't.
Well, this is what it is. Turn 1 is the key point, but then into turn 2 and 3, this is the epic moment probably right after the start, but then into the gravel, over the jump, and then sector 2 and 3, quite technical, quite mechanical grip needed, and rotation is needed. And some of the guys haven't had the rotation they needed yesterday, so there's quite some. Yeah, you see right here, this is one of the hairpins and the joker on the right hand side, the very, very important corners.
Yeah, Joker lap yesterday, we saw some brilliant differences in times through there, so you got to send it early, got to get it straightened up and ready for the straight. We're good to go. Let's get started. So Euro RX3 up first of all. There is a chance this championship can be settled today, but it would need good luck for the championship leader, João Ribeiro, and it would need bad luck for Rytis Gerklis and Balázs Kormocsi. And at the minute, Kormocsi is in the TQ spot, and Gerklis is in P3, Ribeiro's in P5. So we're talking quite a lot of change would be needed. Ribeiro, I think, yesterday frustrated to be down in P5, not where he's used to be, and that would be his lowest qualifying of the year. Kormocsi with his first session win, so yeah, all to play for today. 8 cars here, only 6 will make it through to the final. They will have semi-finals because they've got 8 cars. The World Championship won't, unfortunately, because we're only down to 7. Patrick O'Donovan not with us this weekend. Patrick posting, I noticed on social, that he's disappointed not to be here. We're disappointed as well. Hoping he might come back for Turkey, but if not, I'm sure we'll see him in the future. So let's get started with Q3, Heat 1. Kormocsi on the inside. The Souzas in the middle, Rogerio and Andre, and on the outside is Libor Tiges. Warm-up happened already this morning, just a couple of laps for each of the classes, so you can't read too much into that, but it is still some lap time on the track, which has been groomed overnight by all the Volvo construction equipment. Let's get going, shall we? Very even start. Tiges maybe with a slight half-car length, but it is literally 4 cars wide on the round. Kormocsi now stretching his legs on the inside line. Got to try and claim a bit of space, and he does. Kormocsi with the whole shot. Tiges around the outside line. Kormocsi going to try and hold the inside of the brake. Tiges might get this in the outer, but he goes a bit deep. In danger of losing 2 places. Souza and Rogerio. Souza's gone through. But it is Kormocsi who leads.
Very clean turn 1. Everyone just slided in, quite a nice. But I would have said that Tiges could have squeezed him a little bit more into the inside. Maybe going around the outside, giving him a harder time turning in. But he did smart, and he did okay, I would say. But it could have been a little better.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Gave him too much space, yes, didn't he? You want to squeeze him just a little bit more. So up into the choker lap now goes Rogerio Souza. He tucks in. Watch for your indicator up at the top. It goes blue when they're in the joker, and then the X will appear when they're out of it. There it is, down bottom left. Kormocsi leads the gap 2/10 of a second back to would have been. It's now 1.4 back to Tiges because of course Rogerio Souza went joker. That fast turn one. Tightening corners, Timo, really tough.
Yeah, definitely. You have 3 apex points, basically. You go in, out, it's like a hit-miss hit. So that's a very, very tricky corner. You have different kind of options on the line. For overtaking, you can kind of dive bomb into turn 2, but you can also come from the outside, try to make it as quick as possible, which is the right line. But in the end of the day, this corner gives a lot of opportunities for overtaking and being quick or not.
Höljes goes joker this time round. I was watching Rutkanen's onboard yesterday, and it's not slow. I mean, supercars are so fast, but actually there's a break before the left, then there's a lift in the right before they get to the top. It's really technical. Höljes trying to cover off Rogério Sousa, but Rogério Sousa's got him. Höljes could have a look at the end of the straight, but I think he's too far back. So those two are joker now, the gap is 4.5. I like the Sousa's livery, the gold pops, that looks great. So I meant to ask you yesterday, actually, I forgot, Timo, is there a driver from your DTM history that you think would have loved to come and do Rallycross? Was there someone in particular that, it was a question I meant to ask you on air yesterday and I forgot?
Well, to be honest, I think there would be many people trying and drivers trying, but I can tell it would be a challenge for many of those guys. Really? Because we used to be like very clean, tiny. Very nice, tiny, and this is a different kind of driving style. Either you have it or you don't have it. I think this is not something you will learn over 5-10 years. So this is something you love or you don't love. This is how I see it. But there would be a couple of drivers I would see here, yes.
Okay, so what about if we took somebody from World Rallycross to DTM? Who would have been competitive?
Well, I would say straight away Johan again, because he used to be on racetracks as well.
He had a test as well, didn't he? A DTM test.
He tested. He's in a TCR car on the Nürburgring Nordschleife many times, so he's used to circuit racing quite a lot, and he's quick as well. He did the double TCR, so he's used to race cars. But okay, like depends. If you have a GT3 DTM car, it's different.
Yeah, I'm sure. We'll talk to you about when you first drove a Rallycross car, I think later on in the show as well, if we can. Komachi and Sousa go joker. The gap back to Rogério is 3.4. We think Komachi's going to lose out. Rogério Sousa on the inside line, but he's got understeer in the exit of the corner. Rogério Sousa maybe not executing it quite right, but he's going to be alongside Komachi. Versus Sousa over the line. Who's going to get it? We look at the timing screen to see. It's Komachi by 0.086 of a second from Rogério Sousa. I thought Sousa had picked up too much understeer in that hairpin, but he got it, almost got there. So Komachi takes it 3:32.8. That's very similar to yesterday's Q1 time. Q2 went a couple of seconds quicker. Q1 winning time, that was. Rogério Sousa, Andreas Sousa and Libor Höljes. But in theory, it's fastest last, remember, so the next heat should be quicker. This was the start, Timo. It couldn't have been more even across, could it? And then Komachi just looks to be longer geared slightly later on the straight.
And right here also the aerodynamics come in place. On such a long straight, high speed makes somehow effect here as well, which is not so common in Rallycross, right?
Yeah, he did get it, as you say. Oh, a nice little sideways flick there from Höljes on the way in. Pressure from behind from Sousa, and then this was the jokers, say up the hill, the left and the right, and then you have to let the car run wide over a blind crest, then it's into a second blind crest. So I think the joker's quite hard, but I like that.
Yeah, well, I saw right before in qualifying so many different approaches over the crest, how they set it up. Some they rotate the car on taking off, some just jump down straight, rotate later. This is very, very tricky, and especially right here in RX3 with the front wheel driven cars, you have to get the rotation and then you have to wait to pick up traction. You make everything very smooth and try to find the grip, which is very, very challenging.
Gellin's on the pole, Kovac's next to him, then it's Gerklis and the championship leader Ribeiro on the outside. Just needs to get himself through to the final and see what happens with the others. It's highly likely to go to Turkey, to the final round for these guys. But let's see. Three Audis and the Skoda on the line. Kovacs goes backwards off the line. Ribeiro and Gerklis have both got a good start. They'll be able to claim that piece of road. Gellins is going to get squeezed on the inside. Kovacs has got wide. He goes wide. Inside line for Gerklis. Ribeiro trying to go the long way around. He's a little bit sideways in the understeer on the brake. brakes. Can he get it turned in? Ribeiro's going to lose out here, isn't he, Timo?
Yeah, he tried. He was very hard on the steering, tried to squeeze in, but he had too much understeer to rotate the car.
Still inside P2. Look, can he get alongside Gellens? He can. So Ribeiro's recovered well there.
Yeah.
You can go around the outside. Look, Kovacs goes through as well in the background. He did well. I thought he'd get squeezed and lose P3.
Exactly. This is how it should be when you try. You have to be committed. You have to make them going wide or try to squeeze them in. Joker.
Gellens was a bit sideways on turning there. I think that's a last-minute decision, isn't it?
Before you line up and stick behind the others, just try to be clean, have clean lap times, high-speed lap times without traffic. That's the game.
So look at Ribeiro's gloves through the screen and you see several inputs. Those cars are very twitchy, because for me the end of that straight should be one rolled input on the way in, but they're so pointy on the front end, they're quite nervous, aren't they?
Yeah, and the rear tires are warming up way slower, of course, so that's for sure something you have to fight with. In a front-wheel driven car, the rear end makes you some trouble, most likely in the beginning of the race, and rotation is something. You have to play with the handbrake sometimes, but you have to be very smooth, not to over-rotate, because it takes way too long to pick up grip on the front if the front tires are pointing somewhere else except the driving direction.
4.4 seconds the average Joker. Timo Scheider alongside me this weekend. Great inside, mate. It's, you know, just things like what direction the steering is pointing, the tyre warming, etc. Timo Scheider, a legend of DTM and World RX as well. Gerklis leads from Ribeiro. Ribeiro made a great pass. He looks inside again, but it's not going to work this time. But he's making Gerklis drive on his mirrors, isn't he?
Good approach. Tried to make him a little nervous to show off a little bit on the left and right, but yeah, pressure's on.
They've made a decent gap here. So for me now, Gerklis, I don't think will go Joker. If I was his team, I might send him just to bother Ribeiro, because they'll think that he won't go on this lap.
Yeah, exactly.
It does. You want to dummy them off. You make them to Ribeiro change his mind, and that loses Ribeiro a couple of tenths of a second. So that's good tactics, I think, by the Gerklis squad. So now Ribeiro's got to nail a lap on here and get it done. Gerklis comes out clearly in front of Kovacs.
Had a very good exit of the Joker. Gerklis was very smooth, very tight on the apex. So it was a good Joker. So let's see and compare to Ribeiro when he goes.
So we're looking now at Gerklis. Well, you're looking at Kovacs. I'm looking at Gerklis' split times, trying to see if he's going quicker or not. Yeah, Gerklis is quicker in sector 1, but that's off the Joker, so he's got a longer run onto the straight, hasn't he? Ribeiro maybe turned in a little bit early into the left-hander. That's going to compromise the right as well. We think Ribeiro will lose the position. I mean, he's not going to lose it, strictly speaking. Gerklis had it, so Ribeiro needed 2 perfect laps, but a little bit more road to use on the road at the top there.
The Joker.
Yeah, Gerklis has got this, hasn't he?
Yes.
Ribeiro hasn't even got the car straight. Gerklis on the run down the hill. Ribeiro going to slot in behind. Gerklis takes the win. Is the time enough to win the session? It is, but only by 0.6 of a second. So 3:32.2 beats Komachi's 3:32.8. Gerklis takes the win. So we've actually had 3 different session winners. Komoski's 1-1, Gellens has 1-1, and now Gerklis has 1-1. That looked like Gellens' car was crabbing coming into the paddock there. Anyway, Gerklis takes the race win and the session win as well. Ribeiro P2, Kovacs P3, Gellens is in P4. Looking at the overall, Ribeiro goes P4 in this. He was 5th in quali. Who was ahead of him? Gerklis, Komachi, Souza. Yumming that Gerklis and Komachi are already ahead of him. So there we are. That is your current ranking. Gerklis, Komachi, Souza, Ribeiro, Andre Souza, Kovacs, Tejes and Gellens. Hopefully we can see the overalls in a minute and see whether or not Ribeiro has moved up from P5 or not. It's close on it in terms of positions.
Good morning.
So this was down at the start of turn 1.
A very good recovery from Ribeiro on the outside. Smooth move in turn 2 into 4. Very, very straightforward.
Great race between these two. Ribeiro had that one look, Timo, at the end of the straight. I don't know if he really meant it or if it was more just a bit of pressure, but Either way, Gerklis held on with a tidy lap. Ribeiro doing well as well. Flames flying here at the Kumi Ring, keeping the temperatures up as if it wasn't hot enough on track already. Ritis Gerklis moves into the TQ spot. Demotes Ballas Komochi down to P2. Gelins down to P3. Ribeiro does move up from 5th to 4th. That is Kovac, Souza, Tejes and Souza. Remember, the championship is between Ribeiro, Gerklis and Komochi, and at the minute all those three are going to make it through to the final. That'd be great for us. That means that we'll see the championship go right the way down to the end in Turkey. Welcome back to the Kumi Ring. We're joined by a legend, Marcus Gronholm. Good to see you, mate. Oh, let me switch you on. There we are. That's
Morning.
better. Good to see you.
Thank you.
How's it going?
It's okay, nice weather.
Yeah.
Track looks okay. Good.
Yeah.
We will have a good race today, I think.
I think so too. Look, obviously you're here with Niklas. Clearly, you know, Niklas Gronholm's dad. In case you didn't know, you know.
Yeah, but I'm only dad here. You know, it's,
only.
I'm not involved in the team. I am watching and spectating, and of course I'm going there to see them. But I have no, job here.
Is it strange not being involved in the team?
Not at all. In fact, it's fine.
Is it nice?
It's nice.
No pressure, right?
No pressure
Just
at all.
spotting, giving advices, saying what's wrong.
Timo,
No.
I know your boy's getting into motorsport now, isn't he? So you know what that father-son dynamic is like.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Well,
Like,
it's very special to hold back on one point, on the other side to advise without giving too much pressure.
Yeah.
This is not easy, I have to say, because the experience Marcus has compared to Niklas, well, Niklas has also a lot of experience.
Yes.
The team has a lot of experience, but it's always tricky to not do too much. But you,
Exactly.
of course, you want to support, right?
I want to support, but I have learned by the years that how to manage with Niklas. In the beginning, I was always there and telling him do this and that, but then I stopped. So now he knows what to do, and that's it.
so you leave him to it, let him focus.
Yes.
He's going well in the rallying as well. I know he's been doing the Finnish Rally Championships, had some good results. Kovala went well, I think.
Very good, and okay, he have not so much mileages on rally, so it's difficult with it was difficult with the notes and to come up to the speed, but now it looks very good. But Rallycross is still #1 for him. So
I think people forget you've done quite a lot of Rallycross yourself.
yeah, after I stopped, I did some Rallycross European Championship at that time, and then we went to US.
GRC, yeah.
GRC, that was a nice experience.
I
also.
enjoyed working in the US as well. It's a different atmosphere, isn't it? Look, we're going to take a look actually here at Niklas Gronholm doing a lap, so we can go split screen and have a look. So this is all Niklas, just looking at Niklas's face. So he looks pretty relaxed here, Marcus. I mean, he does, doesn't he, really?
Like sitting in the sofa at home.
Yeah.
Not so much working with the... Okay.
Little nip on the handbrake in the middle of the corner. Have you driven the electric car?
Not this one. The demo car, yes, but it's not exactly the same.
No, the transmission's very different, isn't it? The drivability of the car.
So I have not been in that car.
How much did you enjoy your time in Rallycross? Because obviously rally, amazing, your results speak, double world rally champion speak for itself, but then to go to Rallycross, like Timo came from being double DTM champion and came to Rallycross and he said he wished he'd discovered Rallycross earlier. Like, he loves it so much.
It's good. It's
intense.
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the start, you're always a little bit nervous there, and then go. So it's nice. And at my time, it was more, a little bit. It was allowed to touch a little bit more.
Yeah, sure, okay. So they got a bit too strict.
Yeah, in the first race I got hit a lot but I managed.
Yeah.
So did you like it or not so much, the infight?
I liked it.
You liked it.
Yeah.
Many people don't like it so much. When you come from circuit racing, you always like clean, like I explained before.
Tidy.
But when you come here and the light goes green, and like Andreas Bakkerud used to say, this is MMA fighting with cars, When the light goes green, it's like war.
But I mean, fair. It's okay, fair driving. I mean, not going hitting like crazy.
Of course,
yeah.
Hard racing.
Hard racing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elbows out, but clean.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Right, we're going to get ourselves ready to go racing with Euro RX. We've got a couple of minutes still to go.
Okay.
Belevsky at the moment is in the TQ spot from Litvinovic, Enland, Limitainen. I know your focus will be more on the World Championship. What's Niklas got to do today to get it done? His lap times, I think he was quickest again on morning warm-up.
Yeah, needs to keep that all the laps the same consistency.
Yeah.
That's the only thing to beat Johan.
Yep.
But also, Johan is always on the pole. Like again, he will be again on the pole. So it's very, very difficult to be.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
It needs a small miracle, but we will see. Niklas did it in the Q1 in the first corner.
It was good. That was a great move.
It was on the limit. It was on the limit, but
that's what we want. That's what we like.
Then he joked. Okay, it's easy to say afterwards, but should have been. Joker one lap earlier.
Yes, exactly.
To come out in the front.
Cover him off immediately.
But, okay.
I think we got Niklas down in the garage now getting in. I never think you can give Johan more than one lap. Like if he goes Joker, you have to cover. You respond immediately.
Yeah, because
always.
when he needs to do a fantastic time, he does it.
He just repeats it whenever he needs it.
He does. We spoke about this yesterday, didn't we? So there are some drivers. I know we often say if you're leading, you don't cover. If you're confident you've got the pace, you don't cover. But with Johan, I just cover it. I would go. I mean, he'd spank me either way. So it wouldn't make any difference what lap I went Joker. But you pros would be fine. Here are the points for Euro RX1 heading into Q3. Bolevsky, Litvinovic, Enland at the top of the table. Timo's going to head off and have a chat with some people in the paddock. Marcus, do you mind sticking around for 5 minutes?
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks very much. We're going to go racing for Euro RX1. So Enland is on the pole. Next to him is Ivari Niemi. Then we have Mikko Tam making his debut in the European Championship this weekend, and Mats Oman on the outside. I went and sat in Mats's car last night. We're making a social feature on the hand controls in that car, and I'll talk to Marcus about that in a minute, because I know Marcus will be as much of a fan as Mats Oman as we all are. The marshals are lining the cars up on the jump start sensors. There's around 12 centimetres in front of the car. So all the cars are lined up at the same place. It's the little sticks you can see on the floor, and if they jump the start, then we restart, and they have to do 2 Joker laps. Here we go. So Q3 Heat 1, remember there are 4 qualifying sessions for each of the different categories, then semis and finals for Euro RX and Euro RX3. Straight to the final for World RX today. See if Oman can get away better than yesterday. He does. So Mats Oman gets a better start, but Mikko Tam is launched out to the front. Enland with the second best start. Oman going to try and go around the outside like he did yesterday. Mats Oman goes deep on the brakes, squeezes Mikko Tam. Don't get held outside. Oman going to go on a handbrake. Come on, Mats. Pitches the car in, and he beats Enland into P2, and that is why that man is a legend.
He's fantastic.
Oh, Enland gets up the inside of him now. Mats, though, giving absolutely no quarter. Mikko Tam is out front. Marcus, I sat in Mats's car yesterday. We talk about him all the time, the paralysis from his accident, and that he drives with hand controls. You're an incredible driver, but trying to drive that car like that with hand controls, I can't get my head.
No chance.
Yeah, I can't get my head around it.
He's incredible. I don't understand. No, he's doing that speed
in a supercar with
hats off.
Absolutely agree. Oman looking to try and get a pass on Enland here. He's on and off the throttle in the background, uses hand controls for the throttle. His elbow does the gears, his wrist does the clutch in the paddock, and then the handbrake when he's out on track. And he absolutely sends it. He really does. He was wheeling around the track in his wheelchair to do his recce lap with with his spotter actually on Friday, just to make some flames on the back of that car as well. It's a KMS Polo. This is only his 3rd event in it. He debuted at his home track up in Ellswyn. Oman goes Joker. Technical Joker lap here, Marcus, too.
Yeah, but the Joker looks nice. There is a jump now, and then
technically, you've got to get it right. I think you need to get rotation on the car early.
Yes, you have to. Yeah, exactly.
Get the car turned in and get it where you want it to be. So Oman's gone Joker. He's got himself out, and just as he does, Enland, now the pressure is released, has gone 45.3. Oh, Mikko Tam is full send, and so is in the background Martin Enland, who we nicknamed Senland earlier this year. So this is Mikko Tam's debut in the European Championship. He currently sits in P7 with a 3rd and an 11th. Yesterday he managed a 307.9. This is, of course, the first race for Euro today. Chattering from the turbos out there.
Now Enland is on the... Let's see video Oman now.
Oman side race at the top. Mats Oman trying to get the merge, and Enland. That's a good couple of laps from Enland.
Yeah, exactly.
So Mats comes out in the same position he was in before, and will try and find a way through. So Marcus, you got any desire to get back in the car, or not really? Are we done? I mean, I know you still play about in Rally Finland. We do a bit, don't we?
Yeah, but I think I'm done for the competition.
Yeah.
But you never have to say no. Never.
consider retiring. Good for you.
Yeah.
So the thing is, once you've driven a car as fast as you can,
Yeah.
it's a great feeling, isn't it?
Exactly. And in rally, I can't do the same results and the same feeling anymore. Why should I go there?
I understand that completely. Tam going to come through and take the win, and then we'll talk about Tam over the line. Endler gets P2. A massive respect to Matt Zomer for P3. So you don't want to do it now. Now you can't do it in the same way.
No, not the same way. Rallycross could be still possible to do something good when you practice.
So you're telling us there's a chance?
No, I don't say anything.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, there we go. Great race by Mikko Tam. He takes the win from Martin Enlund and Matt Zomer. Oman was brilliant there. When he released the pressure on Enlund, though, Enlund did a great lap time and held on to position. Timo Scheider has gone down and has found Yuri Belevsky's in the pre-grid behind us. Let's get down there and speak to Timo and Yuri.
Yeah, here I am, Yuri Belevsky, leading the championship. Had a good run so far. What is your approach for the rest of the weekends? Try to be nice and clean or all in?
I mean, well, we always go all in, but I don't think it's in terms of the risks. It's in terms of the driving. You know, I mean, we try to push to the maximum. You know, I think driving it safe for sure. You'll probably lose in qualifiers quite a bit of time. Trying always to find and extract some pace. Going to be a difficult run for sure now. I'm starting P4 and the next 3 places to me are really fast cars.
Yeah.
Will have to do my best to do something decent. And yeah, the lead in points for qualifying points is not so big. So I have to push. I cannot afford to relax.
So would you say that turn 1 and 2 is the best spot to overtake?
Perhaps yes. Perhaps yes. I mean, the Joker, of course. I would say the Joker strategy is the first best place how you can overtake. Yeah, then definitely it's turn 1 or turn 2. I think there are no other opportunities. The track is too narrow and you can't do really much.
Okay, thank you. Good luck, Yuri. Enjoy.
So Belevsky getting himself ready to head out. We'll take a look back at that last one. Oman yesterday. So Oman starts. He releases a switch in his mouth, which I had a look at yesterday. And that switch holds the handbrake on, tells the car it's in launch control and holds the clutch. So he doesn't have the opportunity to feather the clutch off the line, which means his starts yesterday weren't great. But that was a good one.
That was a good one.
This was too. Look at this.
Wow, wow.
Fully fighting. And then Enlund just got alongside him at this point on the track.
Yeah.
Flames from the back of the exhaust. It's great to have the World Championship, the World Rallycross Championship. Obviously, Rally Finland goes without saying, the most famous rally in the world. And but to have Rallycross back in Finland again, it's important.
No, it's good. It's really important, yes, and on a new track here, Kimmering. Still things to learn and to do better here for the organizers, for the spectators.
Sure.
To have more people here around, but I think the race is running okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. And did you enjoy like rallying at home? When is the home event? Because I always ask the same question. I think when you're at home, sometimes the pressure is worse than when you're somewhere else. But
yeah,
also
exactly.
The support is higher.
Okay, going back to Rally Finland, when I was driving, it was always a pressure. You know, everybody was expecting me to win.
Yeah.
So. Of course,
it's not that easy, is it?
It was not so easy, but I was pretty confident there always. I don't know why, because I had a good feeling from the test. It was always important for me to have a good test before, to have the car perfect.
Yeah.
Then I knew that,
and then
okay,
we were ready.
We go.
Okay, okay. Right, let's get this one underway. Stick around for one more race, Marks, and then
okay.
we'll let you crack on if that's okay with you. We've got Anton Sepper on the inside, then it's Mikko Ikonen. We have Nils Volland and Rennie Munich on the outside. Rennie Munich in that brand new car. Timo, you spent some time with him last night. He's in good form?
He is super relaxed, so let's see if he nails the start like did yesterday. He's always very good on reaction. He needs a bit more aggression in turn 1, because sometimes he's leading but not taking the advantage. Let's see how he does now.
Let's see. So Rennie Munich on the outside of the grid's got to do something special here. The car was great yesterday. Reaction time's good again. But they are 4 wide on the straight. Anton Sepper, Ikonen and Volland. Volland claiming a bit of space on the outside. Rennie Munich moves to the inside. Maybe could have waited later and slotted in, but the door would have been closed anyway. Go on, Rennie. Have a look up the inside of Volland. Might get into P3 here if Volland stays outside. Volland's going to be alongside him though in the background. That's good. Go on, Rennie, chuck it in.
Yeah, he's super fair, super nice. I always try to go underneath to waypoint 4, but yeah.
Nearly. So near. Okay, good stuff. So I reckon if someone doesn't Joker in front of him, I think Rennie will go. But Ikonen leads from Sepper meantime. Does Volland go Joker? No, and Munich does. Sensible decisions. Now Rennie Munich's got to get those lap times in there. So Marcus, I've got to ask. You said you liked a perfect car for the rally. What was your favourite? What was your favourite rally car?
No, I have to say Peugeot 206. I won the title, but of course it was already Ford was faster, but
I love
the memories.
I love that you said that, because to me, if I think of the 206 WRC car, I think of you. But also, of course, being British, I think of Richard Burns. You guys were both so tall. It wasn't an easy car to fit into, was it?
Not really, no, but luckily the car was fast, so I didn't care so much.
It was okay.
It was okay.
You don't mind your legs being at funny angles if the car is quick. It was good. Seppa up towards the Joker lap. Ikonen leads by 0.9 of a second. Seppa with the drone. Look at this. You can see the angles coming down the hill, just getting it turned in. So Ikonen over the line.
I am happy to see our old GRX car is leading.
Yes,
Ikonen.
Yes. Those were such good cars,
yes.
weren't they? I think they were the pinnacle of the internal combustion era, really.
Yeah, they were good. Of course, we had the factory cars against us, but privately, quite a good car.
I think it's a very good car. If it's not the Polo, then it has to be this car too.
I remember everyone in the paddock was saying, like, I should have this car to be quick. So it was a Polo or this one for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ikonen, he have 2 cars from us.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he have the latest, the last car he have.
The latest specification.
Yeah, I think it's this one.
So Ikonen onto the straight in the old GRX car. Marcus, you were also looking down at Limitainen, who is in P4. Yesterday he missed Q1 and then won Q2, so he could maybe be a hope for TQ here to get a fin up at the top, but he's going to have to do well to get Bolevsky.
And also our old car.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
You see?
Marcus is secretly just supporting all the old GRX cars.
Feels like, yeah.
We respect that, that's fine.
I support them, yes.
Ikonen with good rotation through the left, flicks the car back to the right. I like his driving style. Now he has to go joke, but he's only got 2.4 over Volland. How far back is Seppa? Seppa is 3.8 back. This will be really close. Seppa on the inside line. Ikonen with a big send over the jump. Ikonen now needs to get on the throttle early. Seppa's there already, but Ikonen's done a great joker. Seppa versus Ikonen on the run. Ikonen's going to hold on. That's fantastic from the joker. Mikko Ikonen takes it with a 309.999. Wow, what a great drive. That joker was fantastic.
Yes, it was close.
Full send from Mikko Ikonen to hold on from Anton Seppa, and the grandstands are filling up here. The Finns obviously don't like an early morning. We'll expect those to be full later on in the day. By just 0.2 of a second, Mikko Ikonen in the XGRX car. Marcus, it must be because you were hearing commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah? Good luck charm. Is a good luck charm. Right, it's Ikonen, Seppa, Volland and Munich. Marcus, thank you so much for joining us. As always, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure having you.
Cheers, mate. We'll see you later on.
Yes.
Bye. Marcus Grano, ladies and gentlemen, what a top bloke. Never, ever a boring second. George, thank you. Cheers, see you later. What an absolute, he's a legend, isn't he?
Oh, it's just so good to speak to him. He has such a good energy, good vibe.
Yeah.
It's just very good. Old stories, you know?
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask him, actually, the change from the past. No, I know it's all fine. I can do it later.
We'll ask him in the paddock.
Yes, exactly. The changes between 20 years ago to now, in terms of driving style, in terms of development of the cars.
Yes.
Is it big or is it just a little tiny bit? Of course, we know technology goes on and on and on, but from a pure driving pleasure, driving style, did it change a lot or not?
We know what, we've got some time later because we haven't got World RX semi-finals as the gaps are a bit bigger between the races. So why don't we ignore what the producer says, you take the camera and do whatever the hell you want. Just go find Marcus and we'll ask him all, go and have a sit down with him, have a coffee and ask him the question.
Sounds like a good
plan. Let's do it. Let's do it. Great fun here as we get ourselves set for day 2 in Finland. This is Q3, Q4 coming up just half an hour after this one finishes. So this session will finish at 11 roughly. And then at 11:30 we'll have Q4. That's an hour long. That takes us to 12:30, and then the live show for the semi-finals and the finals will be from 2 until 4 p.m. in Finland. Finland is 2 hours ahead of the UK and 1 hour ahead of the rest of Europe. Limitainen on the pole, then Litvinovic, Turpainen and Bolevsky. Turpainen yesterday, 2 bad starts, but 8 great laps.
Oh, yes.
So now we need to see a good start and the good laps. Bolevsky, I got the impression that he's got his championship head on.
Oh, yes. When I just talked to him, he's so focused, so cool, but clear. Let's see if he nails it down.
See what he can get done here.
Oh, Turpainen a good start this time.
Yeah, Litvinovic has gone backwards. Turpainen equal here with Limitainen on the run down. Bolevsky comes out wide, going to try the round the outside. Turpainen across the curves to the inside. Bolevsky looks inside him though. Bolevsky with a great move into turn 2. That's more like it. Turpainen goes with him.
Very clean move. Nice move. Elbows out, clean and fair.
Really good from Bolevsky, wasn't it? Because you can have your championship head on, Timo, but you need the aggression still. You have to have a combination.
Otherwise, the other guys make you drive somewhere. So you have to go against those guys. You don't have to let them just go.
So great stuff then. Terpainen goes Joker. This is a good move by the young Finn, right? What can he do here? Yesterday his lap times were amazing. He could pull this off. Jokering from P2 is unusual, Timo, but nobody else has gone. It's a good move.
Joker lap is way longer than the normal lap, so this gives him free space of clean laps now. So let's see if he can nail some laps like yesterday.
Knowing what his lap times were yesterday, and of course this depends if Bolevsky and co were looking or not. Rolf Volland, I think, would have been across it. Do you respond to Terpainen or not?
I would. They don't need, but you know, in the end, you want to win the session,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
So I would go straight away. So gap is 4.28. Yesterday was 4.1 in quali 2, so it's super tight.
He doesn't. He stays out, and Litvinovic has gone. So Litvinovic goes Joker here. Look at him flinging the car around up over the crest. Great to see the dynamics in that. What's the gap now? The gap is 4.0.
He is coming closer.
So Terpainen is bringing the gap down. It was 4.0 in the previous sector as he comes over the line. What is it? It's 3.8. He's taken another 2 tenths. Yoni Terpainen.
Too late for Joker.
This should have gone.
Yes, we said it.
Yes, Timo. It's easy to say it here.
Yeah, for sure.
Bolevsky and Limitainen still out there. Bolevsky not having to drive on his mirrors because Limitainen's a bit further back. But Terpainen here is looking for a first session win. I'm trying to think if he won a session back. I don't think he did. No, he didn't. So could Terpainen take a first session win in the European Championship here? So not only has he got to win the race, but he's got to get the target.
Good job from Limitainen.
Terpainen's going to get it.
Yeah, easy ahead.
Yeah, Terpainen's got it, but that's about the gap to Bolevsky.
Yeah.
So
it's tight anyways.
3.9. Bolevsky's taken a tenth back out of him on that lap, so the gap has gone up. Terpainen's got a bit of work to do here, but Bolevsky has got to nail his Joker lap on as well. This has got to be full send.
So Bolevsky was super confident to nail some laps. 43.97 is the quickest race lap so far. So he's really confident and probably know what he's capable of doing. So let's see now when he goes to Joker.
Okay, this has got to be perfect from Bolevsky. He's tight on the left-hand side, he's tight on the right. We're saying he's going to lose it by a couple of hundredths, but that's all to play for. Terpainen on the inside, comes in sideways, over the crest in the background. Bolevsky's got it straight early. I think this is a good one from Bolevsky. Versus
Terpainen.
Terpainen get there first. Bolevsky looks to the inside, but Terpainen holds on. He's done it 307.1, and it's the session win. Terpainen, the 16-year-old, takes his first European Rallycross session win at home in Finland. What a great drive by him. That was mega. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Brilliant performance by Terpainen for the home crowd here in Finland. He wins Q3. '16-year-old Joni Terpainen shows what he could have done yesterday if he got a good start, taking the win against Jiri Bolevsky by just 1/10 of a second. Brilliant job by him. Limitainen gets P3, Litvinovic gets P4. What a fantastic performance. He was all smiles yesterday. I don't mind if it rains, I don't mind if it's sunny. I can do it, and he's done it here, look. Very impressive indeed. Terpainen, Bolevsky, Limitainen, Ikonen. Look at that. Seppa. 4 out of 5 of the top places in this session are Finns. So Marcus Gronholm coming into the commentary box was the good luck charm that the home nation needed here. Brilliant stuff. Look at this start here. So Terpainen gets away well. Not any better really than on the inside, but look at that, he just goes later on the brakes than Limitainen, slots it through. This was a fantastic move by Bolevsky. He's in that championship position where he wants to keep everything clean and make sure he can get it done. In the background, almost a barrier tap from Limitainen, but Terpainen put in those brilliant laps. Bolevsky did respond, he did take another 10th off him, but come the Joker lap, Terpainen, you saw he came in all backed up and sideways. This was Bolevsky on his big push lap up at the top. It was a good Joker by Bolevsky. He was on it, look, over the crest, but Terpainen had got the car rotated early, flinging the gravel at the arm car on the outside line. He's absolutely buried it over the line, and Terpainen takes it. 16 years old, wins the session, and it puts him up into P2. He's 10 points off Bolevsky, so unless there's a disaster for Bolevsky, I don't think it can steal the TQ, but you know what? The Finns will be hoping that there might just be a chance. So Bolevsky, the TQ, Tapanen, Limitanen, Litvinovic, Enlund, Seppa, Maiko, Tam also making his debut, as is Seppa this weekend, Ikonen in P8. Going to be a fantastic semis and finals later on today, so make sure you stick around. Time for qualifying for Q3 for the World Rallycross Championship. Timo Scheider is right behind me, about 50 metres back. He's in the pre-grid with our drivers as they get ready for Q3.
Well, I'm here with Niklas and Kevin. Somehow a strange situation, right? To see you in the same kit, kind of, same colors of the car. Does this mean when you go now out on the same heat, is it changing anything in an approach for you or for you?
No, I don't think so. It's just the same livery on the cars, and we race as usual.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we have been enabled to come here, and we're so grateful for the, you know, the push that CE Dealer Team and Volvo Construction Equipment have done to bring us here. But like we said, we are rivals on track, friends off. So we're gonna start next to each other. So, you know, we will get our elbows out, and also we need to get good time. So we will drive with respect, but we will race each other for sure.
Niklas, you seem to be very confident this morning in warm-up, quickest in warm-up. I saw your rotation over the cliff on the Joker. It was quite impressive. You set up, you took off in 45-degree angle, spot on the apex. Very nice. You are confident for the day?
Yes, but Johan is quick. It's no secret, and it's gonna take some magic to win him this weekend as well. But we will do our best. The feeling is pretty good in the car, and yeah, I enjoy this a little bit of rally-style approaches to a few corners. It's how it's supposed to be.
All right, thank you guys. Good luck and enjoy racing.
Thank you, Timo. Great to see the drivers getting all smiles and excited about flinging it around on the circuit. You're entertaining the crowd. Let's take a look back at some of the action from yesterday. If you guys are enjoying it at home, please remember to like, share and subscribe. I mean that. The more eyes we get on this sport, the better it is, the better health it will be in, the more chance we can bring you more coverage, more cameras, more events. Look at the teams. Yeah, they need the sponsorship, means they need the reach. This is the best motorsport in the world. So like, share and subscribe. It really is a fantastic sport, and you can help it. You guys can help it at home, so get yourself stuck in. Look at this, 3 wide down in turn 2. That was Clara Anderson. Clara struggled a bit yesterday. She said there was something wrong with the car, she felt, during the day. I think she was right, because she was fastest in FP1 and then 1.5 seconds off come Q1 and Q2. Look at that. That was the move from Rukkonen. He nearly made it work, but not quite. That full send move around the outside, it was such a great job. And talking of Rukkonen, Timo Scheider's with him now. Let's see if he can get another move like that done in this one.
Well, here I am. You are the only IC car in the grid. Do you think there's a fair chance of beating those guys? What is the biggest challenge to compete against those guys?
I don't know. Track speed is good, and I lost some meters on the end of the start line, yeah. But I try to take the back, you know, the track what we see yesterday. But it's difficult, but still I try.
I saw that you have been like very much on pace, I would say. If you're in clean air, lap times are quite close to those guys. Is the challenge the pure lap, or is the challenge going off from the line against these EV cars?
I don't know why, but now we are too close. I find the good feeling on the car and also track, and that means something.
Okay, so those guys are going more and more towards the championship. Are you going all in and you try to squeeze in between, or are you seeing also those guys fighting and battling for the championship, or you just don't care?
Yes, of course I do the all in, because there is the many Finnish people watching, and yeah, of course I try. Perfect.
So good luck for this. Enjoy Europe.
Thank you.
Have a good time.
Great stuff from Timo Scheider and Juha Rutkinen as well. Let's take a look at the points as we get into this one. Johan Kristoffersson has won both sessions, and his championship rival Niklas Gronholm has been P2 in both. Don't let you think that that's... I don't want that to make you think that it's been easy for Johan. It hasn't. Niklas passed him around the outside in turn 1. The lap times are with Niklas Gronholm. You saw his dad Marcus was in here earlier. Little bit of more consistency, and it'd be there, and maybe the strategy yesterday should have covered him off earlier. Kevin Hansen with a great run in Q2 yesterday, slotted himself up in a P3. OC Baby P4, then Rutkinen is P5, Timmy Hansen and Clara Anderson. Those are the standings. Hoping to see Clara with a better car underneath her for this next session. Here we go. Get ourselves ready for Q3. This is it then. Qualifying 3. Clara Anderson down there. She's got the visor down, which means she's in full focus mode. There is Timmy Hansen and OC Baby. It's an all-electric affair for the first of these 2 qualifying heats, and then we'll see Rutkinen in the internal combustion car. The team has just been talking to him. The little green lights there on the top of the sticks, those are to allow the drivers to know how close they are to the jump start sensor, which is just, I think, super cool.
That's precise, which is good. Back in the days, we had like the old stick right in front, and you touch the stick, and the marshal just went. But now we have these little sticks right in front with this signal, so it's very good. So everyone is spot on, and there's no advantage or disadvantage out of the line.
Good old Chronomoto, the timing provider here, doing a great job. We're on Q3. Remember, the first 2 qualifying sessions were yesterday. We've got qualifying 4 coming up. That will give us the points which will put the drivers into the final for World RX, because remember, they're not doing semi-finals here with just the 7 cars. Hoping to put that right in future, of course. We all know we want to see more cars on the grid, but at least the racing is still fantastic. So we've got the Volvo sweepers in the background. They're just... it's pretty quick, actually, that Volvo down the hill there, Timo.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it, eh?
He should wear a helmet. I didn't see it jumping.
You should go and send it over the jump. Go and have it. Maybe not. Clara, we're really hoping. I know you spoke to her at length last night. She felt the car wasn't underneath her. We felt, I just was talking when you weren't here, the lap time wasn't there, and we know she's quick.
Yes, and this morning in warm-up, she was back on pace, I have to say.
Okay.
She was just 2.5, 3 tenths off, so this was actually quite good. Yes, she was 1.5 seconds off.
Yeah.
She had no idea why she was so far back.
Good in the morning.
Exactly. So hopefully they found something on the car. Cross our fingers.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing if Clara can get it done here. So OC Baby on the inside, Timmy Hansen in the middle, and Clara Anderson on the outside. Timmy's actually going to come and join us in commentary directly after this race. So as long as things go well enough, we'll hopefully have him jogging up the pit lane and joining me and Timo for the end of the show. Green light and
oh, what a class!
Look at that! Come on, Clara!
Yes,
shut
on the inside.
Door. Go on, Clara!
Amazing.
So she now needs to keep that shut. Timmy will look to the outside line. OC Baby might give her a little nudge. Go on,
yeah, hold him wide. Hold him wide. Stay inside. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, into
inside.
Door.
Stay there.
Anderson sticking it to the boys.
Very good.
Yes.
This is Clara.
That's better. Chucks the car in the other way. Fantastic stuff. Right now, the others are going to have to out-strategize her, and she's going to be hoping to stick in the kind of lap she did this morning, Timo. What a start.
Unbelievable reaction time.
But her reaction time is the best. If you tell Niklas, he hates it. Her reaction time is the quickest in the World Championship. Has been all year. Now, do you think she should cover Baby straight away?
Oh, yes, she should.
Yes,
she should. She was probably tenths too off to OC before this morning, so yeah. Oh, there's bumps down the hill out of the normal lap.
Timmy Hansen in P2 now that Baby's gone to the Joker, so we'll keep an eye on the gaps for it. At the minute, it was 3.6.
Yeah, now it's tight and clean. So very important.
She's got to keep that gap as high as she can through here. Joker average was 4.1, so at the minute it wouldn't be enough. So there is an argument, Timmy, and he's come down to 3.3. So OC Baby is having a big old push in the background. We know that car's exceptional, and OC is as well. So maybe Clara will stay out for one more lap. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, she stays.
She does. So she knows she's got to try and edge the gap up a little bit, and she stays out there. The other thing, of course, is if Baby catches up to Timmy, there would be an opportunity then.
Yeah.
But she's got to get away from Timmy. Look at the bumps down the hill. You've got to be brave to keep it lit there.
Yeah. Lap times, Clara 43.8, Hansen, Timmy 43.6, and 43.4 for Baby. So he's quickest.
Yeah, only 4.10. Good to see Clara back on the pace.
Yes.
Obviously sorted whatever the issue was yesterday. And we're away. So, Timmy, I wanted to ask you later in the show, this seems like a good opportunity. When you first drove a rallycross car, where was it, what was it, and how did it feel? Because I know I actually loved it. You're addicted to it.
Yeah, well, it started off already super well when René Munich did send a private jet to have me earlier on site. I thought, like, rallycross, this is the place to be, right?
Clara's gone joking.
Yeah.
We go, well, look, that's amazing. We'll come back to that. She's trying to cover off Baby, but Baby's going to be there before her. So brilliant. So René sent a private jet.
Well,
like this.
I had a commercial flight the next day, and he said, like, when can you be here? I said, well, the flight is booked here. I will be around 1 p.m. He said, can you be here at 10? I said, how? The flight is going way too late for this. Wait a second. Then he called me back and said, okay, be in the airport 10 minutes earlier. It will be fine. So someone will pick you up. So then I had a big private jet, breakfast inside, having the plane for me alone. So I was like, okay, now we're talking.
That's not why you're addicted to rallycross.
No, of course not. And the day after, I had, the drive of my life, I would say. This addicted me from the very first second.
Here we go into the final corner for OC Baby. He comes down the hill in the background. Timmy Hansen comes through the joke like Baby's going to take it. Clara holds on for P2. Great drive by Clara Anderson after a difficult day yesterday.
No, it was exactly. I didn't realize that. Yeah, Clara did actually. You've been right. I was missing that.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. I'm stoked. Of course, if you weren't aware, Timo Scheider has raced with Clara Anderson in Extreme E. They were teammates. Yes. You guys are very close. We're very fond of her, and she is a fantastic talent. So Baby takes it from Anderson and Hansen. So what was the car when you got to the test? Was it the Seat or
it was the Audi A3 back in the days. 2016.
What track?
Lohéac. Right after the World Championship event on Monday, so there was a lot of grip, so all advantage on my side. So I pulled down the lap record.
Yes,
Day one. So I did straight away. So I was like, okay, this works well. I like the driving style, of course, when I come from circuit racing. There's like suspension travel is like
nothing.
5 mil or whatever, and here you had like, I felt like in a boat. I had to somehow deal with the movement of such a big car.
Pitch the car
but it was very cool. I loved it from the very first second, like these guys are doing, and this is why I love it so much. This fight.
Yeah, look at this from Anderson. That was really strong.
Yeah, this is how I know her, and this is how she should approach, and she did. As long as she has the opportunity, and if there's a chance, she's hard but fair, and this is how she should go on.
Yeah, fantastic job by her. This was her joker. This was to try and cover off Baby, but he'd done the damage already. But she did manage to hold on for Timmy Hansen. I just think great drive. Great drive. So when you first got onto the proper loose stuff, this place is proper loose. Obviously, you've been to Lohéac. Lohéac is very much a high grip circuit.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't really seem to me like you've struggled with the loose. Where was your first loose surface test? Well, had you been doing all the ice driving stuff already by then?
No, not by then. So I was basically with Max Pucher back in the days.
Yes.
We had the Fiesta in the 2017 season. So this was the challenge. We went to Sweden, to Finland for some testing on some tiny national tracks. So that was cool.
Fantastic stuff, getting yourself ready to go. These guys are as well. Johan Kristoffersson on the inside, then Niklas Gronholm, Kevin Hansen and Juha Rutkanen. So 2 Finns and 2 Swedes. We know the crowd will be cheering for. And then, of course, there's Rutkanen, who's got an internal combustion car, which helps a bit. But the man is, of course, Johan Kristoffersson, the 7-time champion on the inside line. Next to him, Gronholm. Gronholm really needs to get it done. Kristoffersson looks down at the throttle position, holds the handbrake on, gets himself ready. The lights are just to my right. Now he looks up to the lights. Anti-lag on for Rutkanen. He got some great starts yesterday. Can he do it again round the outside? Green light. Rutkanen does get away well. So does Kevin Hansen. Kevin Hansen going to shut the door. Contact between Gronholm and Kristoffersson. Kevin's to the whole shot.
Oh, but on the outside.
Oh, Rutkanen goes with it too. Niklas Gronholm lights up the throttle and gets there first again. Kevin Hansen inside him. Kevin gives him a nudge. We're on board, I think, with Kristoffersson. We are. Rutkanen dropped to P4. What a start.
This is carnage. This is how it should be.
Fantastic start.
Hansen.
Fantastic start by Kevin. I gave him some advice over my start. I had some wheel spin, so I think he nailed the settings there. And getting the whole shot now is absolutely crucial.
Gronholm's gone straight to the joker from P2.
Oh, good on inside Kristoffersson. What a move. Wow. Amazing. He said all in and he did it.
Straight up the inside in the hairpin for Juha Rutkanen. The Finn racing at home gets past Kristoffersson. So
he caught him by surprise there.
Yeah, yes.
There was no way that Johan was expecting a move up there.
Absolutely not. We haven't seen any there, have we, so far this weekend? On board now with Rutkanen, eyes wide focus and flicks the car back the other way. He'll know that that pass is crucial. He's got to now hold on to the position. I think Gronholm going Joker. He could take this. He's only 3.7 off.
Yeah, Niklas is faster than Kevin at the moment, so Kevin cannot Joker. Not sure what he should do here. I'm happy I'm not the spotter. Yeah,
he goes.
But 3.7 won't be enough.
So Kevin's gone, and in behind him, Johan Kristoffersson's gone as well. So Kristoffersson looking to be as close to Gronholm as he can. Rukkinen comes out in front. A good Joker from Kevin. Gronholm on the inside.
Oh, Joker.
Kevin
what
Hansen.
a Joker.
Wow, he must have been full sending there.
Bro.
That's amazing. Well, if you can support your brother, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Niklas trying to close the gap down now on the back of Kevin Hansen. Kevin Hansen with the Joker of his life there. The gap was not there, and he still got it done. Kristoffersson in the background to pick up the pieces if he needs to. Gronholm, I don't think Gronholm will risk a pass, really, but he needs every point. Why not? If he wants to beat Johan.
Yes. No, the only way for Gronholm to play this is to try and stay as close as possible to Kevin and hope he makes a mistake. The difficult position for Kevin now is that he has to keep pushing and stay on the inside close all the time. You see, Niklas is very close to him. Kevin, though, as long as he can just keep the whoa, what a moment.
What a big save from Kevin Hansen on the run down the hill. The wipers are on here trying to clean the screen up. You're on board with Johan Kristoffersson, who's going to end up maybe P3 here. Rukkinen out front. What's his gap? Rukkinen is 2.8 seconds. 2.8 seconds in front, 2.6. So Rukkinen's going to lose all 3 places here.
The moment that Kevin had there explains our weekend so well. Like, our car is so sketchy on the bounce, we have no traction, and yet Kevin is on looking to win this one. If he can just keep a tight line here, we'll get Johan for sure.
The target time is 3:04.3 for OC Veiby with the overtaking in this one. Veiby might get it, but Kevin might get it. Be a brilliant performance if he does. Rukkinen over the Joker in the background. 3 cars on the standard lap. Kevin Hansen going to take this one, crosses the line. What is the time? Kevin Hansen 3:05. No, Veiby gets the session. Clara Anderson's going to be P4 in this one. Brilliant performance by her, but what a race by Kevin Hansen to take the win there.
Yeah, absolutely insane race from him. Everything was perfect there. Like, we do not have the car this weekend to fight for wins, to do what he just did. So it's an absolutely legendary performance that he just put in there.
Kevin Hansen takes it 3:05.0 from Gronholm Kristoffersson. Timo, what about that pass from Rukkinen? He mugged him, didn't he?
Exactly. And it's more special even to do it against Johan, right? So
yeah, absolutely. Oh man, Rukkinen's he's giving everything in Finland, as is Niklas, of course. Niklas in turn 1, but OC Veiby wins the session from Kevin Hansen, Niklas Gronholm. Clara Anderson up to P4. Brilliant performance by her after that difficult day yesterday. Johan, Juha, and Timmy. Let's take a look and see.
I am not in a good position here. Being
think so?
6th, 6th, and 7th.
Well, there's nothing to lose. All in anyways next time, right?
Yeah, Timmy, but I love the fact you still come to commentary, mate. You're a legend, you're a world champion, and we're so grateful you guys are here. Look at this move from Niklas. How hard is that to pull off in the electric car, lads?
It is hard, but as long as you get on throttle, the electric car is really good. The sketchy part is on braking, trying to slow the electric car down.
So pitching it in's hard and then just light it up and pull it back.
The thing is, you have to have the confidence to go in as fast as Niklas did there.
Look at this pass.
That's an incredible pass.
Kristoffersson looking round the polo, down the wall. Great stuff from Johan trying to hold that position.
I don't know what happened to Johan after this. Are we seeing a mistake from him here? No, but he lost a lot of time. You know, he was ahead on track, but then not able to hold on.
Look at that Joker in the background. Absolute full send, but Kevin Hansen holding on at the merge there from Gronholm. And those 3 cars, they were just so quick that when Rukkinen went at the end, he lost out and moved down. So Rukkinen, from a brilliant pass up on Johan, actually ends up P6 in the session. He tried to come back at Kristoffersson, but not quite enough space to do so. Here are the standings after Q3. Johan Kristoffersson in the TQ. Niklas Gronholm, though, beating him in that last one, closes the gap down to 7 points from 10. Veiby, Kevin, Juha Rukkinen, Clara Anderson, and Timmy Hansen. What a fantastic session here in Finland, it really was. Timmy, not your favourite session, I know, but...
No, I hated this session. It was the worst one ever. I don't think think I don't know if I've ever had a good run. This is probably the first time I have a clean run from start to finish and come last in a qualifying session.
Mate, what are we going to do?
I mean, the problem is we're 7 cars. You know, that's not enough. But these 7 cars are probably the 7 fastest rallycross cars in the world. So like 7th is not bad, but 7th is last. I don't know what to say.
Fred, mate, there is nothing I could have said that would have been any better than that. Timo, what a great session. That's my favourite session of the weekend. Some brilliant stories.
Yeah, definitely. But I would wonder, you said like P7 is bad, right? Out of 7 cars, of course. But yesterday you struggled quite a bit with rotation. Did you somehow solve this problem a little bit? It seems like that Kevin is more on pace now compared to you.
Well, you know, in rallycross, as long as if you take the start and win your race, everyone thinks that you have great pace.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know, his lap time 43.7, you know, is not great. If he didn't take the start, if he didn't pull off that hero drive that he did to you know, that Joker lap that he did, that start that he did, that was the key why he is now second on the leaderboard in this Q2, Q3. But you know, our pace is not there.
Is his car very different to yours in terms of settings? Like,
look, I was faster than him on lap.
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah,
so like my pace was a 10th faster, and he's second. I'm last. And that's Rallycross for you. At least I'm gonna be red on the V-box. You know, the fastest time is always red. So at least I've got that. You know.
Well, there's something, Timmy. You know, there is a prize for Timmy Hansen. Right, that is it from us here in Q3. We'll be back in literally 30 minutes for Q4. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a fantastic rest of the day. We'll see you in a bit.